Bingus. Anyway, welcome back. We're doing another side story because I like feeling sad at times. Which one we've done these for now? It's reflection. A Monica and Yuri one. Hmm. Seems kind of sus. Let's just start this. I'm tired. Gotta go. So I'm sorry. Am I bothering you? Sometimes, Monica. I'm just really tired. Don't mind me. Huh? No. Oh, just checking. It's hard to tell since it always looks like you're into your reading. It made me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectations to be interrupted when you read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I might like it. Ah, that makes sense. I guess if you're in here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize. Even if it takes a little, even it takes a little bit of prodding. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the same. So it can be healthy to put on myself in a social environment every now and then. Yes, that is actually very healthy. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone or there's some people, or I want to be too silly for me to keep up with. Yuri glances across the room at Siri and Natsuki. Siri has had her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of cookie that Natsuki is lobbing in the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Maybe I should do something. No need. They just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've become really good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Siri seems really particularly good at making that happen. But the two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think about it, you and I haven't had chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be partially my fault since I'm supposed to be the one engaging club members. Not at all. I found I probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. The responsibility is equally on me, at least to display some openness to engage. Well, what about during times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh, I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of classes. Do you always read fantasy? No, not always. I suppose it's all I read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of the series. There's still two more books after this one. I guess those long books suit you well, and you spent so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less indiscriminate to genres. I'll read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, there are a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Come on, you know what I mean. Hear those voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone you do it too. Maybe more when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely, and people were mean to me a lot. So it kind of felt like, please don't make me think of the past. Sorry, just got super curious. You know, we should really try to pick out a romance novel to read. That'd be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? Even if it's just between us? Try asking someone who has no shame, like Natsuki. Ouch. Sorry, I sort of didn't mean that. Well, I guess my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too. You know, things I feel too embarrassed to experience. There's nothing wrong with going out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga remind me quite of how intense I used to be in my own interests. It makes me think that she'll eventually grow out of it too. Hey, were you talking about me? No, we were just. Oh, we're talking about how our interests have changed over years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple years ago, I think. I was already starting into it before that, but wasn't really going hard until then. Oh yeah? What was it inspired to get more into it? I don't know. I guess. Let me think. It was after I discovered a series I really liked. Yeah, it was like I was just like really fed up with a lot of things. And I got super into this one series I really related to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I hated everyone around me and wanted to be myself. Yeah, kind of like Yuri. Monica. Sorry. That's completely wrong, so... It's cool that you both really find your thing. They're almost like opposites, but it sounds like they help you through a lot of hard times. You know it. Wow, what the heck? Is that book even bigger than the last one you were reading? Sorry, I'm doing something. Ow. It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. How high do you think it would... How high do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? Nancy estimates by holding her hand above her head, sizing up an imaginary stack. I should get one of those mangas that's like 50 volumes long, so I can say I've read more than you. Not that I have the money for that. Please, that'll hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was joking. I can never actually read books like you. It's so boring for me. Yuri just glanced at Natsuki. It's not boring. I said chill. I said for me, not for you. I can have my own opinion. I just think it's too convoluted. Sayori, are those on the floor? Why is she eating cookies off the floor? Who the Someone pick up your Sayori at aisle 4. She's eating cookies off the floor again. Who the fuck let her in the restaurant again? What the fuck? I told you she's not allowed in here. Anyway. Gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. Those are there even if you can't see them. Fine. Sayori trots out of the door and Natsuki follows. You look a little upset. What nerve does she have to call my hobby boring? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so condescending. I don't mind she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that's not for everyone. But she knows well how much it means to me. So I'll just leave me alone instead of needlessly telling me the things you hate about it. I'm sorry, Yuri. Maybe you're right. But don't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't like. Especially in literature club. So, I should figure out how to meditate discussion before keeping positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the level of creativity in your books. And also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Oh well, okay. Well, that's something that I'll have to think about and revisit. I'm sure you can help Natsuki find some common ground with you. Common ground is necessary. I just wish to be respected. That then. Either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. There it is. Oh, there's a new song. Okay, everyone. We have a special club meeting today. You know, Literature Club is a place where we get to share things that are really passionate about. It also means we can be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. I ain't being a little dramatic about this. This is important to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being accused of something. No, I'm not accusing anyone or anything. I'm sorry it came off that way. Our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language. And I thought it'd be a good topic for Literature Club, don't you think? I'm sure we have differences on opinions a lot. So I need to make sure we're prepared to keep positive atmosphere in the club. You say so. Sure. The cool thing about language is that it gives off a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. You have a lot of control over how you want the other person to feel when they're seeing our thoughts. This goes for poetry, narratives, casual conversation, basically anything. For example, sorry, what's your favorite food? I have them organized by category. Should I start with snacks, or do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh, jeez. God damn it, Sayori! She chunky. God fucking damn it, Sayori. Fucking hell. Oh, jeez. Alright, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy, cherries. Really? I always thought cherries taste nasty. What? Cherries are delicious. Well, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I understand how someone could think cherries are nasty. How does that make me feel? I don't know. Sad? Defensive, maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. So you see, the reason you had a strong reaction wasn't just because I don't like cherries. It's because you felt your opinion was under attack. That's weird, right? But that's weird, right? Something like taste is completely subjective. When I say that I think cherries are nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm challenging serious reality that cherries are delicious with my own, which is that cherries are nasty. Wait, hold on. How's that objective when you just said it was your own opinion? It has to do with how our brains intercept the words. You're talking about the reality of cherries, not your feelings about them. Like Siri. Let's rewind for a second. I pretend I tell you that cherries are nasty. Good. So what if instead of that I said I tried cherries and not for me? It's not the flavor I enjoy. Well, that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so cherries would be kind of a weird example. But I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about cherries, I talked about my feelings and Siri didn't get defensive. So instead of clashing each other, it feels like we received an invitation to talk about our differences. You don't even take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or something. I know that. I was just... sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be... I put all my language through a filter just to protect someone's feelings. Well, you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to people. I'm only suggesting as a tool to help your differences turn into a positive experience rather than argument. Right, Siri? What do you say, cherry hater? Like, come on. Siri actually likes cherries. I've just seen that to help demonstrate. What the heck? I've been duped! Bamboozled! Schmorgendorf! No, wait, is it that? Was that the reference I was making there? Anyway, sorry Siri, I'll make it up to you later. How about Cherry Sunday? You're welcome to me anytime, my beloved president. Pioneer president, people's loyalty. How deplorable. I like your turnout for Sunday, Gary. You're certainly a fan like those cookies I brought the other week. That was... I mean... I was reading and not keeping track of them. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. Now that you have the gist of it, how about we try it with something more relative to the club? Like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our difference of opinion. Gary, do you want to start? Well... I'd rather not know. How come? Well, because... I don't see how anything productive can come from that. It's gonna start a fight. No, it's fine. That's why I'm here to moderate. Let's try to have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You have to calm my feelings. I always think it's more respectable to just speak your mind. Respectable. Your expression changes that word. I don't have a thumbnail. Actually, I'll take the thumbnail picture later. As Marco recalls, being respected is the crux of metaphor theory. Well, the point is exercising exactly like it's fine. I have nothing against anyone personally. You're entitled to enjoy what you like. I prefer more depth and nuance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative and sophisticated beyond surface level. Oh, that's just misunderstanding then. I thought you were gonna say mangas for children or something like that then. Like, I don't hear enough of that. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life, and I really prefer not to visit it. I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Hold on, can I jump here? Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply manga is immature, then you aren't implying that someone... Then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? Well, maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes than you. Natsuki, no one's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy. I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. So boring isn't subjective. Okay, bores me. That's subjective. But I mean, the thing about this is ridiculous. Do you see why I don't participate in this? Because I know it just make people upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression they secretly looked down upon me. So I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making assumptions. I can't believe we're getting defensive. No one has ever has the least of respect for things I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for being, well, myself, and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in the mirror? Tell me with respect out of calling my interest immature. You can't. Please stop. Please? You don't mean the thing you're saying right now. Let's just be friends. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try to solve other people's problems next time, okay? Here's pleasing words and the clever into a chokehold is a silence as she gathers things. She leaves. Holy crap. I never heard sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so I'm just saying. How did this happen? It's my fault. You wasn't wrong. I shouldn't have tried to moderate a conflict where I know how bad I am at dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's no one's fault, and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. No one would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about things we really love. Aussie, she kind of brought it upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga, but if you actually look down on other people for it, that's the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not sugarcoating things, it's about just recognizing and understanding our differences. Right, but just think about that. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I can see what you're trying to do, but I really think the problem is her, not just the way we talk about each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you give her credit for. I'm sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. I'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Wow. I'm just like saying that instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it's good that the truth finally came out. Because I can just move on now. But it's fine, I promise. And just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeding your superiority complex. Don't be mean. I'll talk or read manga whenever you want, but please don't be my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, the answer is but. At least I know we're good friends and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Mark says that, but her uneasiness gives away how much she has to force her to return town. My head is busy. Sent help. This is bound to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri always have engaged with each other and have always engaged with each other, at least out of everyone. This is different, and this is the reason. And Siri and Natsuki proceeds to distract to tell Omega. Monica sighs herself, unable to shake her weary thoughts. Will the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members are incompatible with each other? Thus, Monica just doesn't want to admit that, and she knows Siri doesn't either. But for once, the solution doesn't come to see in sight. Reflection. Oh, yeah, it wasn't a song. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I'm gonna go take a screenshot later.